We might want to check on that holo table alert sooner rather than later.
Hera, status report.
Multiple Tier 1 malfunctions detected.
Isolate and identify.
Acknowledged. Isolating. Awaiting input. Saturn Orbital Zone Beta. Orbital Mining Facility. Designation, Kronos 2. Central Mining Station. Malfunctions isolated.
That is a lot of red.
Perhaps it's not as bad as it looks.
Ground fault recorded in the cargo bay. Possible circuit overload. Reading marked temperature increase in the core containment chamber. Lockdown procedures in effect. Power failure reported in primary oxygen garden. Emergency failsafes triggered.
What, that's it? That's all we've got to go on?
Hera, can you give us an in-depth scan of each affected area?
Negative. Unable to establish communication with cube satellites.
Wait, we lost the CubeSats? How the hell did we... forget it. Let's just have a look for ourselves. Where are you, you little bugger? Ah, here we are. Jack, could you do us a favor and scan this CubeSat?
I'll need to calibrate my scanner first. Stand by. It'll only be a moment.
Module A-131. Data scanner. Your scanning tool allows you to collect data on anything in the environment. Please exit the pod to begin calibrating it. Please follow me to the disk spawner at the back of the room. Now activate your scanner by pressing the button on top of your hand. Both of your hands have this functionality. Please scan the I/O port to continue. 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 Good. Now aim the scanner at the I/O port on the disk spawner and hold the trigger to initiate a scan. After scanning something, its name will appear next to your hand on the scanner's data tab. To see the results of your scan, grasp the tab and pull it away from your hand. Pull the data tab now. Excellent. Use the button on top of your hand to deactivate the scanner now. Good. To complete this module, gather scan data on 5 other materials or objects. You must scan additional objects or materials to complete this calibration module. 4 scans remaining. Three scans remaining. Two scans remaining. Initiating human sarcasm. I thought we were friends, Echo 1. 1 scan remaining. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
All set?
Scanner fully calibrated.
Heads up. Give that CubeSat a scan. See if you can work out what's wrong with it.
Scan complete.
Right. Well, what's the story?
According to these readings, something was disrupting the CubeSat's ability to communicate with the rest of the sensor network.
Was?
My scanner appears to have reset the CubeSat's transmitters and restored the connection.
Oh, well, problem solved. All you have to do is find and scan every last CubeSat we have scattered across the entire facility.
Sounds like fun.
Of course, it would to you. I'll send an objective to your ARM computer, but consider it low priority for now.
Objective received.
Right then, on to the real problems. What do you think? What's next?
Hera's scan of the anomaly will likely take some time. Perhaps we should get started on repairing those malfunctions.
Good idea. That anomaly's certainly given us plenty to do. I count 3 Tier 1 malfunctions that need our attention. I'll need a few minutes to pull today's command codes off my console. You can just keep yourself occupied till then, I'm sure.
Of course. Fortunately, this backup echo unit appears to be functional. I can transfer to it if necessary.
Ready to go?
Yes, let's get started.
Great. Not the best way to start our last week. Don't believe we've ever seen this many malfunctions all at the same time. Of course, we've never had an unidentified spatial anomaly just magically appear right off our port bow either. So it's kind of a day of firsts. Really.
Do you think you'll visit Earth now that you've been transferred to the inner planets?
I've thought about it. Be nice to finally see London.
Where your parents are from.
Right. My father never could stop singing its praises. He never called it by name, though. It was just the city. As though it were the only one that had ever existed.
These patches are from Liv's previous missions. Looks like she'll need a new plaque for the Kronos 2 mission. These are all items I've given to Liv. She appears to have kept them in excellent condition. Stop. Stop. Play. Stop. Based on the wear of this brush head, you should have replaced it several days ago.
Yes, thank you, Jack. Would you like to create a dental care schedule for me while you're at it?
Very well. Setting reminder for...
Joking, Jack. Joking.
There will be no use for this equipment once the station is fully automated. My own motor functions do not atrophy. The bioregeneration systems in this sector are still functional. These samples are in no danger. Hopefully the flora in the oxygen garden are also unharmed. An encrypted audio file. Curious. When the anomaly scrambled the CubeSat, it inadvertently connected them to a secure Atlas Corporation network. If I scan more of them, I may be able to crack the encryption. This remote control Fury transport was left on the station by one of Liv's predecessors. Liv always wanted to find another one so we could race them. It seems the Kronos 2 Grand Prix will never occur.
Ah, what the...
Warning, unsecured cargo in the hold.
Yeah, that much I worked out. Can you tell me why we have unsecured cargo in the hold?
Negative.
Okay, well, we might want to look into that. All right, Jack. Looks like there's a lot to do this morning.
Any priority alerts?
Well, it'll be your station soon. What problem do you want to tackle first?
Send the data to my ARM computer. I'll have a look. Let's see.
Take a look at your objectives on your ARM computer and let me know which one you want to address first.
Let's fix the power failure in the oxygen garden.
Okay, follow me.
Liv, is this your EVA helmet?
It's just a spare. Don't worry about it. I doubt I'll ever need it at this point.
Very well. I'm starting to crack the encryption. If I find more CubeSats, I should be able to save the completed audio file to my ARM computer. That will let me share any files I find with Liv once I've gathered enough information.
Looks like the power failure knocked out the door to the oxygen garden. I'll pull the manual release. And of course, the access panel is stuck. Jack, I think you're gonna have to cut through.
I'll need to calibrate my reactive cutter first.
Right. Considering the power outage, let's also calibrate your entry light.
Awaiting manual input for calibration. Module A, 901. Reactive cutter. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the door ahead. Activate your reactive cutter by pressing the glowing touch point on the underside of your wrist. Highlighting cuttable surface. Use the reactive cutter to cut through the highlighted brackets. Cutter functionality test complete. Lift open the door to proceed. Highlighting cuttable surface. Use your reactive cutter to cut out a portion of the highlighted panel. Once you have cut away enough of the panel, press the hollow button to complete this calibration module. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module H-144. Helmet visor. You can open and close your helmet visor by pressing the button on the left side of your helmet with your index finger. Please open your helmet visor now. Now please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. You can activate your headlamp by pressing a button on the right side of your helmet. Once your headlamp is on, shine it on my location. Well done. I am moving to new coordinates in the next room. Find me and shine your headlamp on my location. Excellent. Please press the button on the right side of your helmet to turn off the headlamp and complete the module. Calibration module complete.
Reactive cutter and headlamp calibrated successfully.
Copy that. Cut through the access panel so we can pull the door release handle. Excellent, follow me. Let's get started. Careful! Hope you're not afraid of the dark. Can you use your headlamp to help me find the electrical grid maintenance panel?
Affirmative.
Turn your headlamp on, Jack. It's pitch dark in here. Mind pointing that somewhere else?
Despite the damage, the test groups appear unharmed. Olivia, I've located the maintenance panel.
Perfect. Keep your light on it for a moment while I remove the cover.
You will certainly be leaving Kronos 2 with a vast surplus of duct tape, Liv.
That's because duct tape fixes everything.
Everything?
What? You don't think so?
It's possible. Perhaps we should try to seal the anomaly with the duct tape.
Looks like we've got some fused wiring.
Status report?
The short caused a full system crash. We'll need to reset each of the environmental controls. Can you find the emergency junction while I sort out this mess?
How are you feeling?
Well, this anomaly business is disconcerting. I always feel better when I'm working. Thanks for checking in, though. I appreciate it.
Do you require assistance?
With this? No, this shouldn't be a problem. In training, we had to do this in vacuum conditions. I'll take a few Tier 1 malfunctions any day.
What should I be doing right now?
See if you can restore power to the emergency junction, Jack. Let's get the junction online so we can start the diagnostics.
Liv, this airlock has been inoperable for 57 days.
And when that hits 64 days, it'll no longer be my problem.
You mean it will be my problem?
Heavy is the head that bears the crown, Jack.
I've reached the junction cover. Did you bring a spanner?
Just cut through the bolts. We can deal with the cleanup after we figure out what's wrong with the station.
Affirmative. Going hot. Electronic interface. I'll need to use my scanner to link up with the I/O port. Emergency power online.
The backup conduit only has enough juice to diagnose one system at a time. Go ahead and get started when you're ready.
I'll need to cut the bolt off this cover, too. The O2 mixture is off. I'll need to adjust the levels of atmospheric exchange.
Careful with that, Jack. One of us still has to breathe the air here for the next few days.
These controls adjust the balance between oxygen output and CO2 capture.
The air composition needs to stay balanced, Jack.
Bioregenerative systems calibrated.
CO2 capture optimized for both plant and mammalian passengers.
Mammalian, huh? How flattering.
Apologies, Liv. I didn't mean to sound clinical.
Once I'm gone, you'll probably be able to shut down this part of the ring.
I think I'll keep it, actually, to add color.
Jack, you aren't starting to enjoy botany, are you?
Is that unusual?
Depends who you ask. Use the junction to select another system.
The transformer can't form a complete circuit.
We probably need to realign the coils. Run a scan to confirm.
The coils have been damaged.
Shit. Unlock them so we can get a closer look.
I can't move the coils with the locking mechanism engaged. Conversion coils unlocked.
As long as we can still form one complete row, we should be able to get the transformer back online.
Power current stabilized.
Conversion process successful. Current strong.
Nice job. Once I finish replacing these wires, we should be able to get the lights on. That's 2 down. Let's tackle the last system.
Although Liv doesn't specialize in botany, she has done a remarkable job of maintaining the greenhouse. The alert must have shut down water flow to the hydroponic systems.
It's designed to seal the main reservoir in case of a breach. You'll need to pump the handle to restore pressure to the plumbing.
Water flow restored.
Irrigation system within operating parameters.
Good. That should help keep the plants healthy. Jack, come back. I need you to throw this breaker so we can get the system back online. Sarah, verify all oxygen garden subsystems.
Subsystems within normal parameters.
Right. I'm about done here. Do you see the access panel near me?
I see the access panel.
Good. Now listen carefully. To restore power to the sector, we need a priming current in the power coupling. That means you'll need to wait and throw the main breaker on my mark. Got it?
Acknowledged. I will await your command before throwing the breaker. Removing utility cover. Please stand by.
I've got to pump the primer handle before you throw the breaker. Let me know when you're ready and I'll count us down.
On your command.
Acknowledged. Throw the switch in 3, 2, 1. I'm clear.
Oxygen garden operational. Environmental control systems restored.
That's one more system we don't have to worry about.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Don't jinx it, Jack. There's no wood to knock on around here. Well, there's still the ground fault in the cargo bay and the temperature spike in core containment. What's next on the agenda?
Let's investigate the temperature spike in core containment.
Okay, follow me.
This device is designed to purge high levels of radiation. Hopefully, we never have to use it. Solar panels like these help provide power to the mining equipment across the facility. Standard practice for stations of this size.
Athena, bring up the next candidate, please.
Echo Program Candidate number 37. Lieutenant Rhodes, Olivia J.
Now this one's promising. Accepted into the USN Aerospace Academy at 16. Exemplary marks in engineering, geology, robotics. Elite stuff. All the versatility you could want in an astronaut. USN even approached her for the Bypass Initiative, but she declined. I'm not interested in leaving the solar system, I guess. And a psych profile.
An
She's
early
right on the
Christmas
money.
present. Who is this from?
Trying, but the
Titan Command sent it. They send one to every officer assigned to a remote station.
Why do they do that?
You could tell they were
To remind us of civilization.
Find anything?
Nothing conclusive.
for parents.
Your body is radiation
It's just
hardened.
Echo 1.
Care to take a look inside?
Perfect.
I'll see what I can ascertain.
Hera, disable all containment safety protocols and unseal the hatch.
Acknowledged. Awaiting manual operation.
Head on in. I'll see you on the other side. You'll need to seal yourself in before we can expose the cause, Jack.
I should finish calibrating my radiation shield before we continue.
Acknowledged. Standing by.
Please initiate manual input on your ARM computer. Module A, 251. Radiation shield. Your scanner can detect hazardous radiation fields capable of damaging you. Please activate your scanner and use it to assess the irradiated area ahead. Please activate your scanner and scan the irradiated zone in front of you. Your scanner places tracking points that display the area's radiation level. When you are ready to proceed, please exit the activation pod. Your radiation shield will protect you for a limited time. A shield meter is located on both of your wrists below your ARM computer. You can use this to monitor your shield levels. Now please use your scanner to find the least hazardous route through the room and reach the exit. Shields at 95%. Higher levels of radiation will drain your shield faster. The radiation monitor on your wrist displays the radiation level of your current location. Please keep it in mind. Shields at 50%. Shields at 30%. If your shield is depleted, your body will suffer irreparable damage. Please be careful. Reboot initiated.
My shield can only absorb so much radiation before sustaining irreparable damage.
Use your scanner to navigate the radiation field and make it to the other side. Use your scanner to navigate the radiation field and make it to the other side. Shields at 95%. Shields at 30%. You can draw energy from induction panels to replenish your radiation shield. This module will complete when your shield is fully recharged. Please pull the handle toward you to begin recharging. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
Radiation shield fully operational.
Copy that. Let's get started by opening the core enclosures. The code is 5826.
Authorization accepted. Warning. Radiological activity detected.
Well, that explains the temperature spike.
At least one of the fusion cores is leaking radiation.
Your scanner should help you zero in on the source. Pretty far off the mark. Try scanning somewhere else. Not getting any warmer. Try scanning in another direction. Nice shot. I'd say that warrants a closer look. I'll activate the I/O port so you can scan it to open the enclosure.
Shields at 95%.
I should scan this to check for defects.
Shields at 95%. Enclosure unlocked.
You'll need to scan the individual cores to determine which is causing the problem.
Microfractures in the fuel assembly. Radiation at unsafe levels.
That could contaminate the entire fuel reserve. We'll need to jettison the core. To unlock it, enter 6102 at the central console.
Core released.
Bring it to the disposal conduit at the bottom of the chamber. Once you open the conduit, you'll need to seat the core into the launch tube and use the lever to eject it. Keep an eye on your shield levels while you're in transit.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
The area is still irradiated.
There has to be another damaged core. Check the other enclosures.
I'll keep looking.
A second hotspot. I'm activating the I/O port so you can check the enclosure.
Shields at 95%.
This core is similarly damaged.
Bloody hell. It has to go. Punch in 7641 at the central console to unlock it. Same routine here. Run it to the disposal conduit and jettison the core.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
Radiation levels returning to normal.
Thank God for that. Looks like we live to fight another day. Let's shut the enclosures so we can get you out of there. Re-enter the code in the center console. 5826.
Core containment re-engaged.
You're looking a bit worse for wear. Maybe you should use your ARM computer to upload to another shell?
Initiating manual reboot.
Reboot initiated.
I'll meet you on the other side, by the hatch.
Hull fractures, multi-system failures. Glad to be out of there.
I've always wondered, does that hurt?
My diagnostic systems detect structural damage in real time. It isn't necessary for me to feel pain in an organic sense.
Looking sharp, Jack. Did you get dolled up for me?
I know you like it when I look my best.
Such a gentleman. We should reseal the hatch before we move on, Jack. Chamber temperature is back within normal limits. Nice job in there, Jack.
Thank you.
Guess that means we're on the way to the ground fault in the cargo bay. Follow me, Jack. One of the cargo banks must be malfunctioning. We probably blew a fuse. I'd start by checking the fuse compartment at each cargo bank. Hera, unlock them, please. Just don't pull any good fuses, or we'll have loads more cleanup to do.